Well, group, and as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's...
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar.
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jokic.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hasn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Marcus Morris is out there with Walden. Then it's Culver. Then there's Towns. And it's Shea in at the 1 spot. And for the Nuggets, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Gallinari is out there with Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point. Brent, 2 explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, Kevin, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at the time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
I can see the bruises.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Che. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Gallinari.
Well, you saw this kind of leadership early on from Che, even sitting out a tournament game in college when he was protesting the treatment of one of his teammates. That's taking a stand.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Gallinari on the wing. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Zero hesitation to take that on the inside. Che aggressive on that.
Nuggets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Murray against Brown. Passes to Jokic. Launches a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
I like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
And while Murray is known, Brent, for his outside shooting, he's very strong with his in-between game as well.
Yeah, he's got a lot of options offensively and getting more and more in contact with Jokic on those high screen and rolls. Devastating, Kevin, when he gets to that left hand, gets around the free throw line and shoots that high floater. There are nights where he does tons of damage with that.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And the dunk by Che.
Man, as a player, you got to relish and soak up and sponge nights like this. Che clicking tonight.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they fell to the Wolves.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Vanderbilt's checked in. James Ennis comes in for Will Barton. Justin Holiday's checked in for Harris. And Barea subbed in for Jamal Murray. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated there.
A nice shot by Barea. first quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And they double up Jay. And Noel kicks to Lehman. Brown. And the dunk by Jay.
Can we say Jay's imposing his will right now? Guys are banging around on the inside.
And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for Denver. There's the pass to Vanderbilt. And 1:01 left to play in the first. Shot clock at 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Minnesota with the ball. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting.
Jay's showing a little bit of swag to his game right there. Don't see him gloat about it, but nice to see him up on the rim.
Brown against Barea. And the rejection by Noel. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one misses from Lehman.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
It's stolen by Ennis. Pass to Holiday. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. We're back in a moment. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play. Like when I know.
In basketball, Greg, a big. Teams will make substitutions. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Murray. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Great focus from Murray. Really sticking it to the D right there with the tough and one.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw tonight. Justin Holiday's checked in for Denver. Brent, so many state-of-the-art arenas being built. Which feature do you think is most important?
Oh, the hot dog machine. What are we doing, right?
Popcorn, right?
And the
next
popcorn.
hot
What
dog
else,
and
Kevin?
then the popcorn.
Yeah,
right
with
there.
nachos.
I love nachos.
Okay.
You love nachos.
What else? I mean, what else could we go with there?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah,
that's
right?
a big one.
Because when you're done with all that other stuff, you've got to somehow kind of coat your stomach.
Yep.
You
Was
don't
this
feel bad.
basketball related, or did we go somewhere else?
All
with
a part of the whole conversation.
I think we covered it.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Marcus Morris is out there with Towns. Then there's Walden. Then it's Culver. And it's Jay in at the point. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Knicks was outstanding. He had 42 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
An impressive all-around player. Culver passes the ball well for a guy at that position.
Here's Murray, and there it is for him. Murray's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Gallinari passes to Murray. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, Murray's showing that he has the ability to draw the fouls. Just a beautiful anticipation play to get to the free throw line.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. Jake Layman's checked in for Minnesota, and he sinks the 2nd. Timberwolves trail by 7. From deep, Shea nailed from three-point land. Brown's got 7 points for the quarter.
Shooting is all about repetition. Che's been putting in major work.
Outside Holiday. Back to Murray. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Off with the layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's Brown missing. Denver leading by 4. Right side Holiday. Gallinari surveying the D. Harris outside. Good on the triple. Harris has got 6.
The confidence that Gary Harris is playing with right now, he is ready to shoot once that ball touches his mitts.
And Towns gets it to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Murray outside. No good on the last second attempt there. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for Denver. He comes up. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the... And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the 2nd half. Taking a look at the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Will Barton is out there with Gallinari, and it's Jokic in at the pivot, manning the middle. And it's off from 3-point range. Unloads from 9, and with that, the Denver lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Shea.
Hard to deny. Shea right there fighting every step of the way to get to the bucket. That's why he's here.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. Out to Harris. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Just 5 to shoot. Barton from outside sinks the triple. Barton's got 5 now.
And that's some nice rotation on the ball there from Barton. Looks totally calm rising up for 3s.
Brent, on both ends of the floor, Will Barton is an effective spark plug for this team.
Yeah, he can fire you up out there, Kevin. He can do some things, obviously, defensively to get the team going and igniting the fast break. And then offensively, I know Mike Malone might not agree with all of the choices from Will Barton, but when he gets it going, it's an extra spark for this Nugget squad.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision-making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off.
The Nuggets have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. That's good from Carter Williams. 56 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. To the inside, Brown. Oh, and the jam by Chase.
Now Nice flush there. Che working extra hard and had some extra motivation. Nice to finish it off with your hands on the rim.
And taken away by Brown. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Gallinari outside. Ennis taking his time here. Murray left side. 6 to shoot. Carter Williams finds Murray. Minnesota with the rebound. The drive by Che. Oh, and the jam by Che.
Now Che showing a little bit of a mean streak right now to his game. Thinking dunk, getting dunked.
Pass to Ennis. Wide open look. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Che. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got 12 points here in the second half.
Hard work inside on the basket. Che silencing some of the doubters out there in terms of his effort.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. Mike Malone moments ago with some words for his players.
You have to make a stand defensively, fellas, okay? We're not going to be able to outscore them the whole.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Culver the off guard with Wiggins at the 3. Towns is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Brown in at the point.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Barton finds Murray. Jokic inside. Towns on him. Murray for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Murray against Brown. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor. And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
And let's see what Denver has coming up on Friday. They'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
The Nuggets trail. Denver calls timeout.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Evan?
It gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Murray against Brown. Here's Murray up on top. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Harris's shot is off. And the Timberwolves with possession. They've scored 10 straight. Brown the pass to Morris. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
And something about it, the game feels like it's slowing down out there. for Che, who's seeing the whole court.
Murray against Brown. Here's Jokic. Towns with the defensive effort.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Denver calls timeout. Shea really making a difference.
And he continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Shea.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Walden, he's checked in for Wiggins. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in, and the foul called on Shea. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Murray. Passes it to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Brown against Murray. Brown right side. Walden wide open. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Murray outside. The pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Towns.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here down the stretch.
Pass to Jokic. To the paint. Here's Murray. Shea with the block.
Crazy to think scouts were saying that Shea didn't play with enough heart. That block showing you that he wants it.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Minnesota.
It didn't look like a game that was going to work out for them, but man, how things changed in a hurry.
Man, I'd say it was gutsy, Kevin, in terms of what they were able to do in that comeback. An incredible amount of fortitude when facing all of that adversity. And not just to come back, but how about to come back and win going away?
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They have played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jay.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
All of that earned right there. It's become Che's mantra since he's gotten into the NBA. Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter. We've got 28 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
At the for 2.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
It's Brown with the drive, and finished off by Brown.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. It's really outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Rick Perry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.